DevilMan here. Just telling you,
Yep,
I hope you like this
I
video.
hope you do.
So let's get in
Enjoy it.
to the video.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Hey guys, D-Man here, doing another review. This time I'm doing a anime review on the Netflix exclusive. I think it's exclusive at least. um, Devilman CryBaby. That's a weird name. I know it. I don't know why they put Crybaby on the end. Well, actually, I guess I do because I watch the show now. Uh, it's just a weird little funny thing that they put at the end there, Crybaby. But this review is on Devilman Crybaby. It's 10 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. It's 10 episodes. I've watched all 10, and I'm going to do a review on the whole show in general and say how I liked it and stuff. Since it's been out for a while, probably about like a week or so now, or maybe even longer, I'm gonna go right into spoilers. But I will do a quick. I will do a quick a quick rating beforehand. From 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, 5 being just average. I'm gonna give this a 7 because it's not horrible, but it's not super great either. It's just it's just good. It's not really really good, but it's not really bad. And it's not average to say the least. It's just good though. I'd probably watch this a couple. I'd probably watch this like once or twice. I already did watch it once, so I probably watch it again. What I'm saying. So it's good. It's good. Now into spoilers. So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it and then come back and watch this video and see how your rating compares to mine. So now into spoilers. Let's start off with the animation first. Um, the animation of this series, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. When I watched the first episode, the animation was really bad. Like the first few minutes of animation was like horrible, at least in my opinion. It just looked horrible and gross. It looked like ew, like what the hell is that? Like that's gross. It gets better a little bit later. It gets better eventually, I should say. Um, so the animation is good in some aspects, but in some aspects it's really bad. Like there's this one running scene where I think it's a girl, she's running, but her hands are weird looking, so they look like they're almost broken, and she's kind of just like running like, I just saying her hands look kind of broken in that scene. And that's a human, okay? Because the devils in this run retarded. That's all I can say is, oh my god, I don't even know if it's humanly possible to run like that, and it probably is, but I think that would hurt you more than it helped you ran. I'm just saying. If you see the running in this, it's freaking ridiculous. Uh, Retarded, as I was saying. It's ridiculous. Um, but that's pretty much all I gotta say about like the running stuff, the animation. There is some parts that are really cool in the animation, like the rave scenes and stuff. There's like these parties that they go to, and they're like raves. And that looks really good in the animation. Actually, it looks really cool. It's like really awesome and stuff. Um, but for the majority of the animation, is just okay. Some parts it makes look really bad, but other parts it makes look really cool, like the raves, as I was saying. So the animation's okay. So the plot is there's a kid and he gets turned into a demon, but he's actually a human. He's like half demon, half human hybrid, sort of thing. Because he has a demon's body but a human's heart and mind, I would assume. Because most of these people have like demon minds. Because once you get turned, you go crazy and you start wanting to eat people and stuff and do bad things. Because demons have no morality, no moral codes or anything. As you can see right here, here's the guy beforehand. He looks like this beforehand. I don't know if I can get a better picture of that. Let me just look if I can see a better picture. um, I cannot find a better picture. But anyways, that's the guy beforehand. And then this is what he turns into right here. He turns into this guy right here. After he's like this nerdy kid, and then when he gets his demon body, he turns into this like buff, big guy who's just like, yeah, I'm a badass. So he's like a superhero demon. He's a devil man. He beats up demons. He kills them, all to save humanity. So it's really cool little plot there. And I'm pretty sure they've had a couple of animes before this, and like a manga, obviously, which I've never seen personally. So it's a cool little plot there. That he's like this devil that's fighting devils. Not really original though. I mean, you. It sounds like something that you've heard before 1,000 times. But in this story, it's actually done pretty well, so it's actually pretty cool. Uh, of course, he has like friends and stuff, and basically everybody dies by the end. Spoiler alert: all of his friends and stuff die. Even the girl that he is in love with dies. The girl that supposedly keeps him a devil man, that doesn't make him turn into a demon, she dies, and he still stays a devil man, even though he said previous to that if she died, he would turn into a devil, but he doesn't. But when she died, he did kill humans. That's something to say because he never killed humans. He didn't want to kill humans, but when she died, he did kill the people that killed her. So maybe he did slightly turn more into a devil than he was before. Um, his friend is this guy right here, who actually gets him turned into the Devil Man, and he turns out to be Lucifer, the Devil King. And at the end, he defeats the Devil Man and kills him. But he realizes that he actually has emotions, and devils aren't supposed to have emotions, especially Lucifer. But he realizes he has emotions, and he starts crying and stuff. And the ending was very lackluster, to be honest. You want the Devil Man to win, but he doesn't win. He dies, and Lucifer triumphs. But Lucifer's sad because he's just like, I lost my only friend. What's the matter? What's the use of being alive anymore? Sort of thing. So it's kind of stupid. Like throughout the show, it's just like devils don't have emotions, but there's a couple instances where you can see the devils actually having emotions and stuff like that, which is pretty interesting, but not. They don't focus on it enough, in my personal opinion. I feel like they should have focused on it more, in my personal opinion. I guess just that aspect, but they don't. Uh, but right here is when he's talking to him. This is Devilman. This is Lucifer, his friend. He kind of turns into a girl, by the way. I don't really understand that. And he's dead at this point, and he's alive. And he's talking to him, but he realizes at the end that he's dead. And he's like, "No, don't be dead," sort of thing. It's really stupid and funny at the same time. I don't know. I find it funny. Here he is as the nerd, and here this guy is taking him away to become a devil. Here's his friend that gets killed in the end. She literally gets her head cut off. As you can see right here, her head's in a reef because Devilman put it there. Um, it's pretty gruesome. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. There are some things that are weird and I didn't like about it, but for the most part, it's pretty nice. There's this photographer guy that basically takes advantage of girls because he says like, "Oh, I'm gonna take your pictures, like you're a bikini model and stuff, and this one and stuff like that." And then at the end, he basically rapes them because like he like what is it called again? He puts them in a sense of false, like he like manipulates them into thinking that he's doing something good, but then at the end he rapes them, even though they're like high school girls that are young. So he rapes them, and then at the end of his little arc, this guy right here shoots him in the face, and everybody. I don't know, man. I think everybody at that point is just like, yeah, that guy deserves that because he's a fucking asshole who literally wants to rape the main girl right here. He wants to rape her. He actually rapes her. he tricks her into like having sex with him because he's like, "Oh, don't worry, we're just gonna take some pictures and stuff." At least that's what I think is insinuated in that part. I don't know what that is, but that's what I think is insinuated in that part. So he takes pictures of her and then he rapes her because he's a fucking scumbag. Because he takes advantage and he wants to rape her. This girl right here, he wants to rape her. Um, but he never gets the opportunity because the white guy kills him, and his studio is his apartment, and he lets them get changed in the bathroom. And his bathroom has a fucking secret webcam because he's a fucking douchebag. Like, that guy's a really douchebag. Um, and the reason why it's called Crybaby, by the way, is because the main character cries for everybody until the end, where he's just like, "All my tears have dried up." This is the main antagonist at first, and then by the end, this is the main antagonist. I know, pretty drastic change, but whatever. So I've been praising this movie. I've been praising this series so far. I've been saying how good it is, how like good stuff it has in there. It has some emotional stuff in there, some drama stuff, especially with her. Like she feels really bad and stuff because of all the things that happened to her and stuff like that. And plus, they have the same name, and she has the name that she has. But since she's like the star athlete, everybody calls her the name, and they just call her like a secondary name. I forgot what the name is, but they call her like a secondary name that's similar, and she hates it. And by the end, she turns into a devil person, and kind of just lives out that way. She turns into a devil man, I should say, because she doesn't turn into a full devil because she still has human emotions. So she turns into a devil man, and it's pretty interesting to see. So yeah, that little arc with this girl was pretty cool. And by the end, they apologize to each other, and it's a really cool scene. And then uh, murder ensues, and they both get killed. Uh, but yeah, it's really cool throughout this show. It's actually really cool and really nice. Uh, this guy right here is a fucking psychopath. But for the majority, it's a really good show, except for a few issues that I had. Like the animation wasn't the best on some parts. Uh, the story could have been better in my mind. Like what I would have done was made him stay like this and made him still nerdy and stuff. But at nighttime, he turns into a freaking devil and kills other devils because he's a badass. But I would have made him stay like this, like his nerdy self. I'm just saying, I don't know how to make that work, but I think if like he would have woke up and started like having powers and stuff like that, and realized that he was like half devil, half human, I think it would have been worked out so much better. But instead, they changed him into this, which is like a buff guy who just has a devil body, which I didn't really like that much. Personally, I feel like it would have been better if they kept the nerdy guy, but whatever, I guess. Just my personal thoughts. Here's the retard running, by the way. He's literally bent over, just going, ah. Like, what the hell is that about? um, but yeah, for the majority, it's a good show. It has some good, like, subplots with the rapist guy and the girl who gets raped. And by the end, she kind of just comes into her own and realizes that she's like a devil, but she's still human, sort of thing. And she finally gets to apologize to this girl, and this girl gets to apologize to her, and they become friends again because they love each other, but they hate each other, sort of thing. And it's really nice to see that she gets like this little moment to like reflect on it. And this is what she looks like at the end because she's a devil, by the way. Just like the nerdy guy, when she turns into a devil, she turns into this. Um, but yeah, at the end, she gets her last moments, and she tries to save her friend, but she can't, and they both get killed. And then the Devil Man at the end loses to Lucifer and gets killed by him. Um, all in all, it's a good show. it could have been better. Personally, I would have kept him as a nerd. Uh, I would have kept him as like this nerdy guy that had secret powers. Um, and I don't know about the whole Lucifer thing by the end. That was kind of a weird stretch for me, to be honest. Uh, that was like a weird stretch for me, to be honest. But yeah, for the most part, it was pretty good and pretty well done. And there's like subplots to this that are pretty awesome. There's a plot with his parents right here, like his parents, where he has to kill his father because his father's a devil and his father killed his mother and stuff like that. And his father and mother are very neglectful parents, I gotta say that much. Because they're doctors that have to go around the world to save people, but in the process, they forget about their child. that's that's great parenting. That's parenting 101. uh, they could have stayed in. I think this is Tokyo or something like that. They could have stayed there and just been a doctor there, but no. Let's go around the world and abandon their son. Pretty much. That's pretty fucked up. But at the end, they get killed, and he gets to semi say goodbye to them, I guess, because his mom's like like a ghostly shell of her previous self, and his father still has somewhat control, but at the end he gets destroyed by the devil. So he gets to have a sort of little talk to his parents. His parents were just bad parents, to be honest, though. But yeah, there's a lot of subplots that are pretty nice in this. That were pretty nice. And at the end, he dies. Spoiler alert, I guess. So all in all, I really did like this. I feel like it could have been better. Uh, Maybe with like the ending being a little bit different. The animation could have been improved a lot, to be honest. Um, Him turning out to be Lucifer, I didn't mind it, but I feel like it could have been done better, and we could have had more hints to it and stuff like that. But instead, it's just like, nah, he's just Lucifer. But as you can see, he's Lucifer, and the Devil Man's dead. And you can see he turned into a girl. I don't know why, but he does. I guess Lucifer's a girl angel. I kind of hoped that Devil Man was gonna defeat Lucifer, but he doesn't. Just saying, it would have been better if DevilMan defeated Lucifer. And it would have been better if they did that ending better in general, in my personal opinion, because the ending was just kind of just like, he dead, there you go. It would have been better if they just carried it out better. I don't know personally how they would have done it, uh, but I don't know, it just would have been better in my opinion. And at the end, he gets this whole devil man army against the devils, trying to protect the humans. But supposedly at the end, the humans and the devil man are dead, and all the devils die because God rains holy light on everybody. It's kind of a confusing ending, to be honest. And there's this part where humanity learns about devil people or devils, and everybody goes crazy and chaos and apocalyptic. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure humanity would probably do that in real life too. Because humanity are fucking stupid. But all in all, really good show. Really good series, I should say. I don't know if there's going to be a season 2. If there is, I will watch it and I will most likely review it. Hopefully, it's better than this first season. Um, all in all, really good. Some parts I would have changed, some parts I would keep. The animation could have been better at some points. The running was freaking retarded, as I previously said. um, all in all, pretty good. As I said, a 7 out of 10. Uh, Nothing else much I can say about this. It's a Netflix thing. You can go on Netflix or go online and steal it, I guess. It's up to you. Personally, I watched it on Netflix. It looks better. Uh, Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace.
Hey guys, D-Man here. Just remind you to subscribe by clicking here. It works
should.
on mobile.
Do it.
Or click here to watch my last
Should.
video. It also
This
works
one.
on mobile.
Yep. Do it both.
Just remember,
Yeah, do it
subscribe and
both.
stuff.
Yeah, do both.
Alright, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. Please stay sane.